Hey everyone, it's Jake here. How's it going? And welcome back to another Pokemon Go PvP video. And in today's video, we are going to be going over Electivire, the punching and the roaring Yeti that is Electivire and the Jungle Cup. So to begin this video, we're going to be doing an interpretation of Electivire. So yeah, guys. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show as I imitate Electivire. So what Electivire does, guys, to show his dominance in the meta is that every single time he does a quick move, he's just punching. He's just throwing fists. He's throwing the hands, guys. And then when he uses his charge move, he shows his dominance by just roaring like this, like... That's exactly what he does, guys. He just does one of these when he uses his charge move. He does one of these. Just replay that, guys, in slow motion, please. I swear, you guys will die laughing if you replay that in slow motion. Here, I'll do it one more time for you guys. He just... I swear, watch Electivire when you use a charge move with him. That's exactly what he does. Alright guys, enough of me trying to do interpretations of Pokemon. Let's get right into this video. If you guys are new here, please don't forget to drop that subscribe, smash the like, and leave a comment down below of what you think of Electivire in this cup after you've watched the video, of course. And yeah, without further ado, we're going to be looking at Electivire in the Jungle Cup meta against the top 17 in the Jungle Cup. So, I'll have a timestamp right here. Or no, right there for you guys, right under my camera when the battles begin. So if you'd like to pass on this first little analysis of Electivire versus the meta, you can go right ahead. So yeah, the ideal moveset for Electivire will be Thunder Shock, Wild Charge, and Ice Punch. You don't have to go Ice Punch, you can go Thunder Punch, but Ice Punch gives you that extra coverage versus the grass users in this cup. So you guys know the drill here with the top 17 Pokemon. We're going to take a look at Electivire's matchups in the Zero Shields of Peace scenarios. And look at that. It actually does pretty well with 7 wins and 8 losses. And alongside that is 2 draws. So a pretty nice showing from Electivire here in No Shields. It will dominate, absolutely dominate things like Noctowl. Anything that has the flying subtyping is a wrap. So Noctowl, Masquerain, Vespiquen. It actually can beat that Magneton, assuming it uses Ice Punch probably, or maybe it just hits Magneton really hard with Wild Charge. It actually beats Caesar, which is pretty crazy to me. Those Wild Charges, guys, must be so insane because Electivire's attack stat at Great League level is 144, so that is huge. But Electivire is really squishy, and I mean really squishy. Like, guys, he's more squishy than like Raichu. So yeah, definitely watch out for that. He does beat Magnezone as well in Zero Shields. But it's surprising how these electric steels are losing because they are also resisting electric just like Electivire is, because electric resists itself. So yeah, very interesting to take note of there. It does beat Venomoth. It actually ties with Beedrill, and it ties with Raichu, so that's pretty nuts. It will lose to Fortress, just because Fortress is a tank. It'll lose to Victreebel, Wigglytuff, things like Vigoroth. It does lose to Lantern, which Lantern is just the overall king of the electric types in this meta. It'll lose to the Venusaur still, even with that Ice Punch, just because one Frenzy Plant and it's done for. Electivire is so squishy. And then it'll also lose to Alolan Golem and Graveler. So yeah, those were its matchups in Zero Shields. Not bad at all. Now let's take a looky here at 1 Shields, so you guys can get a better idea. It wins 6 and loses 9, and then draws 2. So actually a worse matchup, or worse record for him in the 1 Shield scenario. So he's definitely stronger as a closer, it seems like. He'll still beat the Bugs and the Flyers, which, you know, is expected of him to do. He does actually beat Lantern this time in the 1 Shield, which is pretty awesome. It ties with Magneton this time. It will still lose to Vigoroth, and it'll actually lose to Magnezone. It does have a slightly better matchup versus Venusaur, which is good. But the Ice Punch really isn't doing that much for it, guys. I just recommend it, so you have that additional coverage in case. Because there's going to be scenarios where you are up against the grass and you don't have a move that's even neutral to it. So Ice Punch is the way to go for sure, since it's dealing super effective damage. It does lose to Caesar this time. It loses to Raichu, Alolan Golem, Alolan Graveler. So yeah, it gets beat out by pretty much all of the electric types in the one shield scenario besides Lantern. Now, it gets absolutely destroyed by Victory Bell here, just because you guys will see how squishy it is in the battles later. But yeah, that's its one shield scenarios. Now let's go into its two shields. Ooh, wow. Those are really bad. I didn't even look at these beforehand, guys. Like, this is new news to me. In two shields, it wins 3 and loses 13. Sheesh. Sheesh. Dang, Electivire, you are squishy, my guy. Okay, well, there you go. Don't use Electivire as a lead. I didn't even know this going into my battles, and I led with him a bunch of times. So, yeah, the only... Wow, that's actually insane. What? The only matchups it wins in two shields is against Noctowl, Masquerain, and Vespiquen. Wow. My mind is blown right now, guys. I was not expecting that bad of a record here in two shields. So, I guess you guys know, don't lead with him. Don't lead with him, guys. Don't. You're gonna tie with Magneton. You're gonna lose to Fortress. You're gonna lose to Magnezone, Venomoth, Venusaur, Caesar, Lantern, Beedrill, Vigoroth, Alolan Golem, Alolan Graveler, Wigglytuff, Victory Bell, and Raichu. Wow. Wait, that's a Charm Raichu. Why is PvPoke saying Charm Raichu in the meta? What? Okay, well. Even if Raichu didn't have Charm, it would still be out Electivire. I'm almost positive on that. But yeah, wow. That's yikes, guys. I don't know how I feel about that. Electivire isn't even really like a strong electric type in this cup. I'm covering this because it is slightly off meta and it can maybe catch your opponents off guard. But overall, there's just so many better alternatives. Like, you have Raichu, you have Magnezone, you have Magneton, you have the Alolans, you have Lantern. Like, so many better options out there. But Electivire, again, can be won if you don't have one of these other electric types. So yeah, wow. Okay, that's enough for me, guys. Let's jump right into the battle portion of this video. Alright guys, so jumping in this first battle here, we're going to be facing off against our good friend username Will. We're going to be opening Electivire and he opens Noctowl. So this is one of the only opening scenarios where he wins. And guys, I switched that thing out so quickly, but you saw how much Razor Leaf did there. Go back and pause the video if you didn't. It actually chunked my HP down so quickly there. But yeah, he's going to hit us with an Acid Spray with this Victory Bell, but we're not going to block because Vespiquen is the hardest counter to Victory Bell in this cup besides Fortress. And then obviously he's going to bring in that Noctowl once again, but that is okay. We're going to hit it with that Power Gem, deal a bunch of super effective damage there. And now we are going to showcase the power of Electivire here, I believe. Yep, we do. We are going to shield this because we don't want to see how squishy Electivire is, and he's going to switch out into his Lantern. So we're going to actually go for the Wild Charges. And then fire off that, and then he's going to burn the shield, so we're going to immediately switch into our Vigoroth. That's literally what Vigoroth does too. I am a living human Pokemon, guys. If you guys enjoy this interpretation of Pokemon, I'll do it more. But yeah, it is pretty embarrassing. But anyways, he's going to finish off our Vigoroth there with the Thunderbolt, which is okay because we can farm here. We are going to overcharge a lot, but we decide for some reason not to use Ice Punch there. I was like debating. I thought we could finish him off with just barely any HP, but no. We actually tie there, so those water guns do a lot to Electivire. Unfortunate for him. Yeah, jumping into this next game here, we will be opening Electivire again, I believe. Yeah, we're going to be opening Electivire, and he opens with that Victory Bell. And he's going to hard counter my Vespiquen with his Lone Golem. So this game is already almost a GG because I don't have anything to stop that Victory Bell, guys. So that's one thing you definitely should watch out for. Again, obviously, is the grass types because it is so squishy, guys. And on top of that, we don't use a shield there, which I don't know why I didn't bother using a shield. But yeah, he's going to come in with this Victory Bell. He's going to decide to not shield because he knows he can finish me off with just quick moves. And yeah, he still has both shields, and you guys can see how much damage those Razor Leafs are doing alone. So yeah, that's pretty much GG's. That is how squishy Victory Bell, or not Victory Bell, that is how squishy Electivire is, guys, in this cup. So be aware if you want to use an Electric type. Electivire is just on the side, in my opinion. So yeah, let's get into the next game. Alrighty, guys, so jumping into this next game here, we're going to be opening with our Vigoroth. And he's going to be opening with his Beedrill. So this is a bad matchup for us. But we do have two great counters for it. So we're going to decide to stay in here. Now, he's going to actually block that first Body Slam. So that's my cue to go in. We could possibly absorb the Sludge Bomb, which we do. But it does do a bunch of damage. But now his Lantern can't farm up as much energy as it would if I shielded that Sludge Bomb. We are up a shield, so we're looking to be in an okay spot. So here we're going to definitely go in with our Vigoroth because you guys know again how squishy Electivire is. It wouldn't be a good look for it in that matchup. So we burn both shields here, and we're gonna put on a lot of shield pressure after this because we're just going to farm this Lantern completely. So a ton of aggro farming there. We're nearly at 100 energy, I believe. And now we're just going to lay it on him right now. And he brings in Noctowl, guys. And you know what we have in the back. It's Electivire. So this is where Electivire will shine. We also get 3 Body Slams off. So that is absolutely huge. And we force his last shield. So he's going to make a switch back into his Beedrill. We're going to hit him straight up with that Wild Charge. And then down goes that Beedrill. And then all he has in the back is Noctowl. And because we have that Ice Punch, we can finish off Noctowl. So that's one reason why Ice Punch is a good secondary move. Because it can still hit the flyers for super effective. And it's a lower energy move. So in case you're about to die and you need to throw something off, Ice Punch is your go-to. So guys, jumping into this next game here, we're going to be opening with our Vespiquen. And he's going to be opening with that Victory Bell. I don't know why I just had a mind blank there, but he's going to switch into his Lone Golem, so this is great. We have this Lantern matchup covered. We're just going to farm this thing completely. 100%. He's not going to be able to get to another Rock Blast. We're good to go. And then he's going to bring in that Victory Bell again, obviously. It can tank this Thunderbolt, but he actually shields it. So, at this time, he doesn't know we have the Electivire in the back, and he actually uses both his shields, guys. So this is where Electivire will absolutely dominate everything. So right here, we're going to decide to let our Vespiquen go, and he brings in that Beedrill. You know, we're like, okay, that's fine. Let's actually just use X-Scissor here, and then switch into our Electivire. And we're gonna have to shield this guy, because that Sludge Bomb would hurt a lot. So right here, we're just going to overfarm a ton of energy, and then finish off this Beedrill with a Wild Charge, and then in comes his Victory Bell, but that's okay, because we have Ice Punch. Ice Punch is just a fantastic coverage move for this cup. Electivire can almost hit everything for super effective damage, somehow. Except for the other electric types, pretty much. And Vigoroth, but... Alright guys, jumping into our next game here against username Will. We are going to be opening with our Vigoroth, and he opens with his Noctowl. So this, as I'm almost positive, all you guys know that this is a positive matchup for us. As long as we shield once, we win the matchup. So we're going to be obviously going to piggyback there, which we do get, so that's good. We do have a second body slam ready to go here, so we're going to either force a shield, which we do, so that's good. We're going to let the sky attack go through because we know we can survive, obviously. And he decides to try to get a cheeky switch off into us, but we're ready for it. So we bring in our Beedrill, and now this victory bell is locked, and it's about to get wrecked here. So we're going to just farm a ton of energy right now, and then fire off this X Scissor to finish off this pesky dang victory bell. And then he's going to bring in his Lantern. So we're going to go for the Sludge Bomb, and it lands. So that was some pretty big damage. Unfortunately, we can't get off the X Scissor, but that's okay. We're going to bring in our Vigoroth with 1 HP left. Force his final shield out, and it's time. You know what it's time for, guys. It's time for the sweep with our boy Electivire. So he's going to fire off that Thunderbolt. We're going to block. And then right here, we're just going to overcharge a ton of energy. And then hit his Lantern with Ice Punch. And then you know what's in the back, guys. It's going to be that Noctowl. And this Wild Charge is going to go ham. And down goes that Noctowl. And we get the W. So GG's and well played thus far. Let's move on to the final battle of the video, guys. Alright, guys. Jumping into the final battle of the video. I hope you guys have enjoyed thus far, and we're going to get a great opening matchup against a Noctowl. So he's going to bring in that dang victory bell again. Oh my god, that thing is so annoying. But yeah, we're obviously, you guys know the drill. We are 4 times resisting those grass moves, so we don't even need to be blocking any of that. We are going to do the usual and farm up against it. And then he comes in with that Noctowl. So we might burn a shield here with a Sludge Bomb. But he decides to tank it, so that is okay with us because we still have our bulky Lantern and we also have Electivire in the back, guys. And because we got rid of that victory bell, we are safe pretty much. He does bring in his own Lantern though, so right here we're going to try to force the shield with this Wild Charge. We don't get the shield, so we're going to switch out into our Lantern and then force a shield here. Let's see if he does. He does shield, obviously, because that Lantern in the back is in a rough... Not Lantern. The Noctowl in the back is in a rough spot. So we're going to opt to not block that because we know we can get to this next Thunderbolt here. And we actually just decided to let our Lantern go here just for the purpose of the video. Because we want to show how fast Electivire gets to those Ice Punches with that Thunder Shock. So yeah, it's crazy. It only requires about 5 Thunder Shock to get to Ice Punch. Or 6 if I'm wrong. And yeah, this is going to finish off that Noctowl there. And we take the final game of the video. So GG's and well played to you, Will. I appreciate the battles as always. And to all my opponents I face in my videos. Appreciate you guys for just letting me run whatever I want, really. I mean, yeah, if you're watching this, thank you. And yeah, that pretty much finishes it for this Electivire Spotlight. I hope you guys learned that Electivire isn't the best Electro type or close to it by any margin. It is really squishy and you don't want to lead with it. So if you want to run it in your team, you can, but personally, I would cut it if you are running it and just use another Electro type. There's so many better options out there, guys, and it's just too squishy, honestly. It's just way too attack heavy, and it just don't bring it. There's too many tanks in this cup. There's too many hard hitters. So yeah, that's my advice for you guys. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed my coverage of Electivire for this cup. And yeah, best of luck to you guys in your Jungle Cup tournaments. Appreciate y'all for watching. I hope you enjoyed my live stream I did last night. If you haven't watched it, you can feel free to go watch some of it. It's on my YouTube under my live stream playlist if you guys would like to go check that out for a little bit. And yeah, once again, appreciate you all for watching. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and until the next video, guys, please don't forget to smash that subscribe, smash the like, and leave a comment down below of what you thought of Electivire in this video today. And until the next one, I'll talk to you all later. And peace out.